Hey, did you try this? I think we might have chose wrong.
We spent all of 2025 tasting some of the best barbecue in Texas and ranking our top 10 bites. But one last dish made us question everything. By the end of this video, you'll hear the words I never thought I'd say. I think we chose wrong.
Quick context, this list was super tough to make. We tasted barbecue from Michelin recognized restaurants and Texas Monthly's top 50. But these are the 10 bites from 2025 that I still can't get out of my head.
Coming in at number 10 is a barbecue bite so rare it's not even on the menu. If you're lucky, the meat cutter at Pinkerton's Barbecue in San Antonio might hook you up with what many call the best bite in barbecue.
The meat cutter was also kind enough to get me some burn ends, so of course I'm gonna go for these before we try the brisket. I know that this is technically brisket, but I'm on my first tray here, so let's go ahead and take a bite of this. That is Texas brisket. When that fat is rendered perfectly, it becomes a part of the experience of the whole brisket, and this really just melts in your mouth. It's savory. It's a little bit sweet. When you render that fat properly, it's a little bit sweet. Just overall, a perfect burn in. That is like a 10 out of 10 burn in, honestly. There's really not much to say. If you're lucky enough to get the burn ins from the cutter, try and get them, because really and truly, that is out of this world. That's my favorite bite so far, hands down. All right, so Louis, my man, he came by and I told him how good the burn end was. And he's like, did you smother it in sweet sauce? And I said, I did not.
You have to do it.
He said, you have to do it like that. That's the only way to do this. So even though I did say that this is probably the best burn end that I've had in Texas barbecue, and I said that before you were here.
Yep.
So it's just out of this world. I was telling the people that if you can actually get the burn ends, you got to at least try. You got to ask them like, hey, is there any way I could get these burn ends, because they are that delicious. But we're going to go ahead and take Louis' advice. We're going to do the sweet sauce all over top. And then we're going to take a bite. Yeah, it's really tender. It's still really moist. It's just cooked perfectly. That burnt end was unreal. And it's not a bite that most people ever get to try. But number 9, this unsuspecting barbecue item hit so hard that I had to go home to recreate it.
Our number 9 pick takes us minutes from the Texas-Mexico border to GW's Barbecue in San Juan, Texas, where pitmaster George Watts is quietly turning pork loin into one of the juiciest bites in barbecue.
All right, this is pork tenderloin, right?
Pork tenderloin, is it? Yeah.
Yeah. We got pork tenderloin. Pretty uncommon.
Yeah.
Right? Is it pretty uncommon for a barbecue joint, I think?
You don't see it too often.
You don't see it too often? But overall, yeah, it looks super moist.
It looks really moist.
They nailed that. The pork tenderloin?
The loin, I love loin.
Bro, you nailed it.
That pork loin was so impressive, I immediately went home and recreated it for myself. But it wasn't even the best thing that we tried at GW's, because coming in at number 8 is a side dish that completely stole the show.
We've got the macaroni and cheese here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that looks good.
It looks cheesy.
Bro,
What do you think?
It looks pretty dang good.
fire, bro. That is good. I love the macaroni too. What is that on top?
It's ribs that we crumble up and we make them off with some butter.
Incredible, bro. From the southern tip of Texas, we're headed nearly 500 miles north to Dallas, Texas. This family-owned barbecue joint is serving up Central Texas-style beef ribs, landing at number 7 on our list. Last but not least, the beef rib. Dude, the fat. I'm telling you guys, we've talked about it before. Whenever you use that fat to your advantage, it becomes part of the beef rib. And I just think that's exactly what happened here. You saw how easy it was for me to take that bite out of this beef rib. And man, this right here is just a delicious bite. Absolutely worth it. And I think that it was the right idea to leave this till the end, because this was the most succulent bite of beef rib I think I might have ever had. And I think I cooked some pretty good beef ribs, but this is up there, especially with the volume that they're cooking here. It's extremely impressive. That beef rib was everything that you want from classic Texas barbecue. But here's where our list takes a turn, because one of the best bites that we had all year long wasn't meat at all. I'm gonna jump to this.
Cornbread.
I gotta jump to the cornbread. It just looks way too good. Dude, that is that good.
That ain't your mama's cornbread.
No, dude.
It's almost like a cake, dude.
Yeah.
Like a sweetness, yeah.
I take my nap at 5:30. That's a good one.
Oh, that's good. Before we get into our top 5, there were 2 bites in 2025 that we just couldn't leave out.
Honorable mentions go to 2 desserts worthy of being in the top 10 best bites of 2025. But moving forward, every bite earns its spot in the top 5.
From here on out, these aren't just great bites. These are the best of the best. And kicking off our top 5 is a dish so good, we had to reevaluate our entire list.
This Reese Bros special wasn't meant to be shared until 2026, but one bite made waiting impossible.
This right here is the tostada. It has the pork on top of it. It looks like it has that same exact salsa. It has onions, it has cilantro. So overall, I already know that this is gonna be fire. I'm telling you guys, that's how good that pork is. It's stacked high, so it's gonna be hard to bite, but let's get at it. Dude, there's avocado at the bottom that really elevates this to another level. It was an awesome surprise for me. I love avocado. The pork in general is incredible. Cilantro's an onion, of course. It goes with every Mexican dish. The salsa is fire. And then you get that crunchy tortilla, and then you get the avocado on top. Like, are you kidding me? This right here, I mean, might be my favorite bite of the day. Reese Bros showed what brothers can do with barbecue. But in Woodsboro, Texas, the brothers at Tuttles are delivering our 4th best bite in 2025. And they only serve barbecue 2 times a week.
Number 4 comes from a small town meat market where doing things the right way matters more than doing them every day.
All right, I just got my pork steak here at Tuttles. Time to take a bite. I never knew I could like pork steaks this much until I came to Tuttles here in Woodsboro. It's so good. It just has such a great bark, smoky flavor, perfect barbecue flavor, and that's with nothing on it. But if I'm telling you guys exactly how I like to eat it, it's gonna be like this. I like pickles with my pork, so I've got 2 slices here. I don't know what it is about the pickles here, but I love them so much. Then I'm gonna go right into the pork steak. This part looks like it's gonna fall, so I'm just gonna rip that off. And then I'm gonna go straight in to their sauce. This is a really gluttonous bite, but this is the exact way that I like to eat my pork steak here at Tuttles. Sweet, smoky, a little bit vinegary, the perfect texture. You get the crunch from the pickle, and you get that really soft and delicious pork steak. Some of the things that I love most about this pork steak is it's a 2-inch thick cut. It's extremely thick, but it's also extremely tender. And one of the best things is it's not mushy, it's not fall apart, but it still has all of that perfect tender bite. I know all of the secrets that Tuttles uses in order to make this perfect pork steak. They use their Tuttles house seasoning. They're cooking it in the back for however long it takes. And even though they've told me all the secrets, I cannot recreate this at home. That's why it makes it so special. You've got to come here in order to try this bite for yourself. 10 out of 10. I highly recommend this. There's no doubt why that pork steak earned the number 4 spot. But number 3 is secured by one simple choice. Glaze or no glaze?
The ribs at Pinkerton's Barbecue are some of the best in the state. But for us, the glaze is what locks them in at number 3.
Next up's gonna be the pork rib. The cool thing about these is they glaze them. So Pinkerton's actually has a glaze that you can get at local H-E-B's here in Texas, and they put that on top of these ribs. Oh, it doesn't fall off the bone, but you can pull it right off the bone. Really, really moist, really, really tender. That glaze adds such a delicious flavor to the top of the rib. You can get them without the glaze on it, but you definitely want to try these out. This right here is probably my favorite rib that I've had so far here in Texas. And it's because I actually do personally enjoy a glazed and sauced rib. That's just me. Everybody's a little bit different, but I really do enjoy this. And I think that glaze just adds such a depth of flavor. Yeah, such a good rib. Truly such a good rib. That right there is gonna be hard to beat. I love that rib. Those glazed ribs set an incredibly high bar. But when you're talking about the top 2, you're in a different category entirely. And number 2 comes from a place that defines what elite Texas barbecue looks like.
You can't talk about the best barbecue bites in Texas without talking about brisket. It's king. And with a name like the Pope of Barbecue, it's no surprise that Ernest and the Burnt Bean Co. are recognized amongst the very best in the state.
Brisket looks really good. I can tell you right now, this right here, look at this. I can just tell. Ooh. Incredible. Yeah, it's banging brisket. That's banging brisket. The thing that I love about a good brisket is rendered fat. We talked about it a little bit in your video, right?
Yep.
When people render that fat properly, it really adds a new element to the brisket itself because that fat being rendered is velvety. It's almost a little buttery. It's a little sweet.
Yeah.
And if you're not rendering that fat, I think you're missing out on a lot when it comes to the brisket. So I would say that they nailed it. What do you think?
Simple seasonings, but done right.
Yeah.
Good fat rendering, and the brisket itself is very beefy.
Oh yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, it's a delicious brisket.
We've reached the end of our countdown, and for a long time, this was the best bite in barbecue that we had in 2025. But number one isn't just barbecue. It's a full culinary experience, and you can only get it for breakfast. And for the number one bite of 2025, I had to come back and do this live. I feel like this is the only way to give this dish justice. This is the casanova. Fried corn tortilla, beans, barbacoa, brisket, fried egg, salsa, cotija cheese, a little bit of cream. This right here is my number one bite of 2025, and it's probably my number one bite in general that I've had in barbecue. You gotta make sure you get everything in every single bite. This right here is what dreams are made of. Every single bite that I've ever had of a casanova is just truly out of this world. You have that crispy corn tortilla, you have the refried beans, which, you know, we kind of will eat that at our house just that way, even with some cheese on top, and it's a really, really good meal. That's just what we like to do. But when you add the barbacoa and the brisket and the egg and the salsa and the cream and the cotija cheese, it just comes together so well. The thing I love about this salsa is it has a really good spice to it, but it has a huge, huge, huge amount of flavor in the best way possible. He asked me, "You want this fully loaded?" And I said, "You're damn right I do. I want everything on this thing every single time." Now that's a bite right there. Something about the tortilla, and I think you've mentioned this before too, Sabrina. Something about the tortilla just brings it together. That little crisp. The brisket's super soft, the barbacoa is super soft, the egg is super soft. You've got that tortilla in the end that just really brings it together. It's so crunchy, so delicious, it's cooked perfectly. And this is just, I don't even know what to say. This is exactly why this is my number one. And I don't think anything's gonna knock it off. Every single opportunity I get, I promise you, I will come to Burnt Bean and I will eat a casanova on Sunday morning. I try not to be too biased in these videos. This one's easy, and truly it's not even close. Hey, did you try this? I think we might have chose wrong. This wasn't planned. While filming this video, we ordered a few extra items that we hadn't tried yet, just for short form content. We had no idea one of those bites would make us rethink our entire list. A breakfast sandwich so simple, so unassuming, it caught us completely off guard. And it's called the Blue October. This is the Blue October. It's got a slice of brisket on a croissant with a sunny side up egg and strawberry jam. Holy bro, this is truly incredible on another level. The brisket is cooked perfectly. This is a perfect croissant, nice and crispy, but super fluffy when you bite into it. The egg just brings a bunch of savory notes to this. There's also jalapeno cream cheese in here that I forgot, but I tasted it upon my third bite. Just so good, rounds everything out so well. This is like a perfect sandwich. If you come, you need to try the Blue October. So what do you think? Was the Casanova the right choice, or did the Blue October come in and steal that number one spot? And what's your number one barbecue bite in Texas? Let us know in the comments down below. As always, we really appreciate you guys tuning into this video. Thanks, and we'll see you in 2026. Happy New Year, everyone.